Do you feel the vibes?
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Dhruv, and in this tutorial I will gonna show you guys how to make an Origami Omega Star. So it's an intermediate model. It took me roughly around 30 minutes to make it, but for beginners it might take an hour. So it's, as you can see, I've zoomed up it a bit and it's quite a small model here. It may be tough for those who don't do origami for quite a while, but for me, I figured it out in roughly 15 minutes how to make it. So for this, I will be using 6 sheets of paper, 6 square sheets of paper, and they will be small as well. Roughly you can see the size. So for this, I will be using 3 variants of color. One is yellow, other is red. It seems like pink, but it's actually red. And the last one is orange. It's not fitting. Yeah. So let's get into the tutorial. Let's start with the yellow paper. Here. So now for making it, the basic thing is how to make a water bomb base. I have made a video on how to make a water bomb base, so you can just check it on my channel page, or I will just add link in the description so that you can go and check it. So let's first of all make a water bomb base from this square sheet of paper. I already made a diagonal while cutting the paper, so let's make the other diagonal. Here. Now turn the paper over and divide it into 2 parts from both the sides. So just do it like this. Here. Now just make a water bomb base from this paper by taking these 2 points up to this point. So just take these 2 points, this point, and done. Now squash the model. Here. Now what we have to do is to take this tip up to this point on the central crease, where this crease ends, actually here. So just take this point up to this end crease point. Now just make a tight crease here because we have to do an inside reverse fold here. Now just unfold this flap and open the water bomb base a bit. Now what we have to do, we have to squash this small square in, right in there. So we have to reverse 2 creases because 2 are already made. So just make sure you reverse that 2 creases. Most probably there will be a valley fold and you will have to convert it into a mountain fold. Here you go. Now it becomes a quite 3D structure here. So just squash this thing in here. Now 50% of the module work is done. Actually 75% of the work is done. Now just take this tip up to the middle line. Repeat the same step on all other 3 flaps. here. Now just unfold all the 4 flaps. And now what we have to do is, we have to fold in any 2 of these flaps. For example, I can do these 2 or these 2. So I will be doing these 2 flaps. So just turn the model over, and as you can see that there is a small slit forming here. So just open up the slit a bit and push this flap right in on the basis of the creases that we just made. So just put it in and do it like this. Now do the same thing here. Here. Now one of our module is ready. Now we have to make another 5 of them, so that there are total 6 of them, and then I will show you how to assemble it. So let us make all the other 5. All the 6 units that are required to make the Omega Star. So now let's start assembling those. So now when I will be assembling them, I will be just taking the colors opposite to them. So we will be connecting like a cube. So I will be placing the colors opposite to each other. So now let's start with yellow and orange. Now here you can easily see that we have 2 types of flaps. One is closed and the other one is open. Now what basically we have to do, we have to make the closed flap move into the open flap of the other unit. So now here just open up the flap and put the closed flap right in there. Here you can see that there is a small slit forming in there, and there are 2 flaps. So these 2 flaps will just seep in there. Just put it in right here. Here, just like this. Make sure that it seeps in properly. Now what we have to do is take this remaining part of the flap and fold it in on the basis of the creases that we made before. Just pull it in. Yeah, just like this. Now we have to do the same thing here on all other units. Now as I told you, I will be placing the colors opposite to each other. Now I will do the same thing here. So I just put one orange here, so I will put another orange on the opposite side. So just open up the flap a bit and make sure that it seeps in properly. Open it a bit and push it in. Make sure that it goes on properly on the basis of the creases only. If you make another crease, then the model may spoil. For example, it happened with me in this case. Make sure that you do this thing very, very carefully. Now here I have done on one side. Now what we can do is take this yellow flap and do the opposite thing here. So just take a close look here. We have this flap here take this unit and slip it in. Don't care about this, it will get folded a bit. If this small thing is not opening properly, it means that your module has not peeped in properly. Just make sure it does this thing properly. Yeah, it happens right now. Now we have to put this closed unit inside this open unit. Now the model may get tilted, or you may say bent a bit. So you need to take care that it doesn't get teared. If it gets teared, then all of your hard work gets lost right now. It happened to me when I was making it for the first time. The opposite flap. Okay, now I will just tuck both these things together and we will meet right back. So I just repaired all these things, and now it becomes quite tricky to put these red modules and get them fit on all the four flaps at the same time. So we will do it one by one. So if you are doing this for the open flaps, so then just fold down the closed flaps on the sides and just do the same thing here. So just as I told you, one at a time. So just you can also fold this flap. I'm doing this for the opposite flap. Now I have done this for these two flaps. Now we have to do for these two flaps. So you can just tilt the model and do the steps. This thing sometimes irritates me a lot because the flap doesn't get in place. Same thing is happening here with me. on doing the other flap because that flap wasn't going in place. I hope this one goes in place. Yeah, this will do. Just pull it and push it in. Yeah, I did it on the other flap as well. I repeat the same thing with this flap on all the 4 flaps. So I'll just meet you when I did this. Here I just assembled all the modules and now we are ready to give the shape. So as you can see here that I have curved all the edges. So now we will do the same thing here. Now we will take each flap and fold it. So now you have to think about an imaginary line coming from the point beneath up to this point. You have to fold this flap on the base of that crease. Just like this. See? Now we have to do this thing on all the flaps, so it will take a while. Now here I have done the same thing I did here on all the flaps. So it was really hard working process. It took me roughly half an hour to make this time. So it was quite a good model. It's quite rough here, but this one is quite smooth. If you jiggle it inside your hands, it feels so satisfying. So a few days back, I made many models, many origami tessellations, and one of them is here. It's Origami Trio. Actually, I myself created this model. So I wasn't thinking that what I have to make. So I just made it by sitting in the class. And the other few models are this. I made this model from a book whose PDF I had. I don't remember the name. I think it was by Eric Giger. It is an amazing book. And it is another model from his book. It's quite beautiful. And here as well. If you want to do a tutorial or time lapse of any of these tessellations, just comment it down below. When I will get time, I will just made it for you. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. I've just been on Insta, so I will just post my link. You can follow up my page. Thanks for watching.